You're texting her, waiting hours for a reply. The phone lights up, but it's not her, so you wait longer. You tell yourself she's probably busy. Maybe she's with friends, maybe she's just tired. But deep down, a voice whispers the thing you don't want to admit. Maybe she's just not interested, and I get it. That pit in your stomach, when you realize you are giving your energy to someone who doesn't give it back, it hurts. But here's the truth. Attraction isn't supposed to be this confusing. If you're constantly stuck in your own head, analyzing, replaying her last text, or inventing reasons for her silence, that's already your answer. Because real interest feels simple. It feels like momentum. It's not about endless overthinking, it's about clarity. By the end of this video, you'll know how to recognize the signs, protect your self-respect, and stop pouring time into dead ends. Let us be brutally honest for a second. The biggest mistake men make is clinging to hope when reality is already giving them the truth. Let's start with the first sign. She's always busy. Now listen carefully. Life gets busy for everyone. Work, school, family, we all have obligations. But if she consistently cancels plans, if every attempt to see her ends in a new excuse, that's not life. That's avoidance. Don't fall into the excuse trap. Because the guy who convinces himself she's just stressed becomes the guy waiting around while she prioritizes everyone but him. Next, she doesn't initiate or invest. Think about your conversations. Who's carrying the weight? If you're always the one starting the texts, always the one asking questions, while she replies with one-word answers or worse, long silences, that's not mystery. That's disinterest. If you were to stop texting her, would the connection survive? Or would it die instantly? That answer tells you everything you need to know. And then there's ghosting. Long silences. Messages left unread. The sudden vanishing act, followed by casual reappearances as if nothing happened. You need to remember this. No response is a response. It's not that she forgot. It's that she didn't care enough to respond. When someone values you, they don't vanish without reason. But here's a unique trap most guys miss. Confusing environment with emotion. Some women are polite, even warm, because of context. A waitress is kind because it's her job. A coworker makes small talk because you share space. A classmate might laugh at your jokes because that's just how she treats everyone. Politeness does not equal attraction. Pay attention to whether she treats you differently from everyone else. If she doesn't, then her kindness is just social, not personal. Now here's something most men never think about. Chaos. Real attraction has a little chaos in it. Teasing, playfulness, even those small tests, where she challenges you or pushes your buttons. Why? Because emotion drives action. If she's into you, she'll create little waves moments of unpredictability. But if everything feels flat, overly polite, like a scripted customer service interaction, that's not attraction. That's indifference. And let's be real, dates don't lie. If she cuts them short, if she reschedules over and over, if she always has a reason why next week won't work, she's sending you a message. Interest doesn't hide behind endless scheduling conflicts. If she truly wanted to see you, she'd make the time. The final sign is the most dangerous. Rewriting reality. This is where you invent excuses to protect yourself from the truth. You tell yourself, she's shy, she's just busy, she's going through something. But let's be clear, if she's interested, you won't need to play detective. Attraction doesn't need translation. You won't need to twist her behavior into proof. Here's the lesson. Every time you rationalize her lack of interest, you're not protecting your heart, you're betraying your own clarity. The energy you waste rewriting her reality could be invested in building yours. So why do so many men miss these obvious signs? Why do we keep chasing women who clearly aren't chasing us back? The answer lies in psychology and evolution. For thousands of years, men were wired to notice even the smallest hint of female interest. A glance, a smile, a touch, it could mean the difference between passing on your genes or being forgotten by nature. That instinct is still inside you today. The problem is, in the modern world, those neutral signals, politeness, friendliness, basic courtesy, get misread as attraction. You're not crazy for thinking she might like you. You're just human, and your brain is still running an ancient program. And then society adds fuel to the fire. Movies, songs, even childhood advice tell men to never give up, keep chasing, persistence wins. You've been taught to treat her silence as a challenge, her indifference as a test you're supposed to pass. But here's the truth. Attraction is not earned by forcing it. You can't negotiate or beg someone into wanting you. All this mindset does is trap you in cycles of wasted time, wasted energy, and mounting frustration. The reality is simple, but not easy. If she's not interested, you cannot change that by trying harder. And every second you spend chasing someone who doesn't care is a second you could be investing in someone who actually does. So what do you do instead? You respect yourself enough to walk away. You don't lash out. You don't insult her. You don't leave a bitter, "have a nice life" text. Because that's not strength. That's weakness disguised as pride. True strength is silence. True strength is smiling, moving on, and keeping your dignity intact. When you feel the signs, when the doubt is louder than the desire, let it go. Because interest doesn't hide. Attraction doesn't need decoding. If she's into you, you will feel it. And if you're not feeling it, then it's not there. Here's the empowering shift. Focus your energy on women who give energy back. Give your time to those who want to share theirs. Build connections where curiosity and effort flow in both directions. You'll know the difference, because it won't feel like chasing, it will feel like meeting halfway. The golden rule is this: if she's interested, you'll feel it. If you're doubting, she probably isn't. That single line could save you months of confusion and years of wasted effort. Remember what Marcus Aurelius wrote in his Meditations: if it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it. Apply the same to relationships. If it is not mutual, do not chase it. If it is not clear, do not waste yourself on it. Attraction should feel like fire meeting oxygen, natural, undeniable, alive. If you're standing there fanning cold ashes, it's time to stop pretending there's a flame, because in the end, the most legendary thing you can do is walk away with your respect still burning. Rejection is not failure, it's redirection. Every time you face someone who doesn't choose you, life isn't saying you're not good enough. Life is saying, not here, not with her, not this path. And if you really think about it, isn't that freedom? Because when you stop wasting energy on someone who doesn't care, you get that energy back. You get your focus, your time, your peace of mind. And you can give it to someone who actually deserves it, someone who lights up when you walk into the room, someone who doesn't make you guess, someone who chooses you back without hesitation. So here's my challenge for you: stop reading excuses. Start reading actions. If she cancels again, if she ghosts, if she leaves you hanging, believe her the first time. Don't translate indifference into hidden love. Don't convince yourself that flat interest is secret desire. Attraction doesn't need a detective, it shows itself clearly. Save your time for the woman who texts you back without hesitation. Save your energy for the one who invests in you the way you invest in her. Because love is not supposed to feel like waiting outside a locked door. It's supposed to feel like being welcomed inside. Now I want to hear from you. What was your moment of realization? When did you finally recognize the signs and walk away? Share your story in the comments. I read every single one. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to subscribe for more raw, unfiltered self-improvement content. Check out the next video linked here. I promise it will hit just as hard. At the end of the day, your respect is priceless. Don't trade it for breadcrumbs. Walk away with it intact, and you'll never lose.